know, I gotta say too, I had somebody just with some
One more thing, guys. Brother Flip just let me know that Antifa just put a comment on this flag right here. Well, guess what? There's a bunch of red-blooded Americans, business Americans that are willing to die for this flag. You can spend your money on your flag and burn it at your rally. This one, you're going to have to kill me and my brothers and every single patriot here to burn this one, because we will defend it. And Lady Liberty here, my beautiful wife. I know, guys. You guys have never seen Tiny bring out a woman, so my baby's here with me. That's my woman. You know, let's have a good time. It's the summer of love. Woo-hoo! Much love, brothers. Much love. I'm gonna give it up to Flip right here real fast. We're gonna have some speech and killing a little bit, but let's have a good time.
Portland Proud Boys put together for everybody to use. All right, for you. So when you have events like that, you know where to go, put up the signal. We love to bring the city around. We love to share. This is I've had this for a long time, and it was time to share it. So you guys keep it. You'll see it a lot more when we do events and rallies. We go on forward, and as we unify. This stage is available, and all you gotta do is just like sing this house. So, as long as you protect it, it'll be yours.
So for those of you guys who couldn't hear him, what he said was that that the stage and everything is for everybody. Portland Proud Boys put it together, but they are willing to give it to other people and everybody else as well. So we got some news media here today. Got KGW over there. This guy was taking pictures, don't know who he is. Just a couple people hanging out, holding signs saying Park Rose against racism or whatever. But as you guys can see, it's a nice location. It's nowhere really for Antifa to gather up and come down. It's a nice safe location for a nice peaceful rally. And these guys moved the location to here from downtown because there was at no point a desire to have a fight. There was at no point a desire to have what the media and the city of Portland officials said was going to happen. These guys came out here to have a rally talking about freedom, which, by the way, for those of you who are too ignorant to understand, freedom is the opposite of fascism. As a matter of fact, I put out a post today that says, from this day forward, we shall no longer refer to the group known as Antifa as Antifa. They should be known as sorry, something got caught there. Should be known as wannabe commie ninjas. because that is what they are. They are wannabe commies, wannabe ninjas. They are commies. They want to be ninjas. There's nothing anti-fascist about Antifa whatsoever. The only anti-fascists are these people right here, right now. These people right here are the anti-fascists. Because these guys are out here for one reason alone, and that's to stand for freedom. It's to stand for liberty, the liberty and freedom of everybody. They're standing for equality. Listen to any one of the speeches. Listen to any of it. And I talked about this a little bit in my live the other day. Racists, actual Nazis, actual fascists, their manifestos are out there for everybody to see. They are out there for the whole world to see. They are proud of their racism. They are proud of their fascism. Well, it's not really fascism, but they're proud of it. They're proud of their bigotry. They put it online for the world to see. The Klan, Aryan Brotherhood, all those guys. They put it out there. They don't sit there and spend years going, no, there's nothing racist about us at all. No, we believe in freedom. They don't try to like fake people out. And that's what these guys are here doing as well. They're here putting out the message of freedom, and the left hates it. The left hates that message. They hate the idea of freedom. There's Mr. Bill. They hate it, and that's why they sit there and they make up these names. They make up all this crap calling people fascists and racists and so on, because it's not true. They have no proof of it. They have no evidence of it. All of the speeches, all of the words that come out are about freedom and liberty for everybody, equality for everybody, inclusivity for everybody. It's what these people are here to do. The only bigots and the only fascists that are out there, they come out and they dress like ninjas and they assault people for simply having another belief or an idea that they don't like. That is the fascists. And you guys can see here, this was this is also known as the Summer of Love. So you guys can see the got some umbrellas here that are all decorated. Yes, the event is just now starting. I don't know if there is a way to donate to the Proud Boys. I know that there is a fund for a legal fund for the political prisoners.
They're making me write my name.
Yeah, I think I might give a speech today. I might actually speak today. It is possible. I've been thinking about it. Because I'm a little irritated. You know, I did that show on the city of Portland doing their propaganda press conference. And hey guys, make sure you hit that like button too. Let's beat the algorithms. People need to see this. They need to see what actual patriotism looks like and what people who actually love this country and what it stands for actually do. You'll never see these people saying F America. You'll never see these people saying Hail Satan. You'll never see these people assaulting children. You will never see these people going and grabbing people's church services sound equipment and throwing it in the Willamette River. Like you won't see it happen because these guys aren't fascists. These guys aren't communists. These people literally love the country and the freedom that this country used to provide and could provide again.
Do you want to speak today?
I think so. There we go. Became official.
Because he told me to just tell him. Who wants to speak? He told me to tell Brandon.
All right. There's Tiny. Hey. Open. All right, I gotta find somebody to hold this. Carrie. All right, I guess I'm opening this thing. This will be the first public speaking event ever for me. You guys are so fortunate. You better be hitting that like button.
Rob, see that song that's playing there? The guy in the middle, that's the guy who sings it. That was at Orange County Choppers. We did a thing there. We were hanging out with Paul.
Nice.
He's a good dude. Well, they always do stuff for veterans. He's a veteran, and I know a guy. He's the president of Orange County Choppers. So he asked me, to help out. We went, and he was performing. We were supposed to do a motorcycle ride, but it rained. He was there. We were hanging out. Nice fucking dude, man.
Hey,
he was the first lead singer for Madison Rising.
Right.
And then, yeah, he was the first lead singer for Madison Rising.
Hey, I'm going to put you on camera real quick.
Sure.
Hey guys, I want you guys to meet this guy right here. This wonderful man is one of the reasons why I met my wife. This dude here came all the way out here from Boston. Now, did you come out here from Boston to beat up a whole bunch of minorities and be racist and all that fun stuff?
Oh, white Antifa minorities?
Apparently, I guess.
Oh, well. No, I came out here to have a good time with my brothers, American patriots. We're just out here to have a good time, and let's go.
He's a good dude. Because of him, I met my wifey.
Well, I'm glad I'm part of that reason. Thank you, brother. I'm so happy to see you.
Hey, we need to go have dinner or something when this is all over. Kenny, when are you leaving? When are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
You leaving tomorrow? Maybe we go have breakfast tomorrow or something.
Yeah, well, I'm staying right next to 99.
Okay.
The 99 Saloon.
Okay.
The hotel right there. They're open at 6.
We'll hook up.
Yeah, definitely. That would be great.
Good. So I'll give you guys a little idea about the peeps. A lot of people here. Carrie's gonna film for me. Just so you guys know, that means okay, by the way. There is no white power, nothing about it at all. It's so dumb that people sat there and tried making the okay symbol some sort of racist garbage. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's such a troll. Could a conservative be married to an Antifa member? I'm gonna go with a no on that. There is a couple counter protesters that are here. Not very many, just a couple over there on the street. We got KGW's here, mainstream media. They're here. But there's 4 counter protesters here. Yes, the 4 Antifa members that are here are protesting freedom. That's exactly what they're protesting. Commies versus fascists? Well, that'd be different because most of the commies are fascists, and communism and fascism is pretty much the exact same thing with same core. Huh?
Two different ideologies because the base one are using folks for communism. One is a cog through fascism. It's a whole different.
But the
communism is not based on truth. It's about materialism. Fascism is based on their truth and what is the connection to the universe and their role in hierarchy through the cosmic order and natural laws.
well, they're both totally totalitarian regimes. It makes them pretty much the same.
Well, and only in that aspect and that aspect alone.
Sure.
It's a very
All right, I think Tiny's giving a speech, so I think it might be mine. So we're gonna get a song, and then Jamie's gonna speak, and then I'll be in there sometime. Yes, they're both socialist branches. There's a reason that Mussolini and Hitler were both socialists. Not to mention the National Socialist Party. Oh, they just said it just to say it. It's like democratic socialism. It's not the same. It's not socialism. So dumb. They're attacking street preachers.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. You don't want to come here.
That's the whole point of this. The whole point of moving locations was to keep it peaceful, to essentially prove to the world that this whole rally was not as advertised, where people were just wanting to show up, go downtown Portland to start a fight and cause destruction and so on. Like, even right now on Twitter, Antifa is talking about how this neighborhood is a quote-unquote marginalized neighborhood, and that they think that all these people out here with this flag and this Statue of Liberty singing these songs about freedom are here to harass and hurt these quote-unquote marginalized people in this neighborhood.
Hey guys, we're gonna need some boys over there on that side right there. Antifa and the masked ninjas, the wannabe ninjas, insult to ninjas, are in the back of those trees right there. Get a couple of guys right there. Where well, I got the numbers in back there, so everybody in the middle here, you're good. Do not all move in one spot. You know, go around, spread all over the place. Just keep on moving, but watch your six and watch your brother's six. But as for today, we're gonna open up this rally. But come on, guys. I wanna hear you guys. Make some noise for freedom! I still can't hear you. Make some noise for freedom! God bless America. Woo! You know, you hardly see stuff like this in Portland, but guess what? You know, it's only the red-blooded Americans and the fearless ones that are willing to stand up for this country that will bring it straight into the belly of the beast, and that's why we're here. But I'm gonna bring her up on stage. You know, she's an amazing woman, a good mother, and I'm gonna give it up to her. Give it up for our first speaker of the day!
Hey guys, my name is Jamie, and I am the one who crashed the party downtown. Was that yesterday? The day before? I can't even remember, everything happened so fast. But no, you know what I did yesterday? I was out, hanging out with the boys in black and yellow all day long, and never once did I feel unsafe or threatened. Unlike today, when we can't have an event without these ants crawling around, taking our pictures, threatening us, and always wanting to be in where they are not invited. I want it to be made known that they came to find us today. And some fake press came in earlier, and I walked them out and asked them some questions, and they crumbled under the pressure of asking them to their face. Since they were there the day that the Antifa threw bombs at my baby, all they did was take pictures. That guy right there. Everybody give him a big hand. Guy with the press. He said all he does is take pictures. He watched the bombs be thrown at my babies and myself, and he did nothing. All while claiming that Black Lives Matter. Him and his cronies. There's more. You guys, we need to stand up. Tiny mentioned that we need to take it to the belly of the beast, and this is true. This is true. We've got to take it to them. Get in their face and ask them the hard question. And you know what? I will do it. Because I'm tired of them telling me that I'm not black enough, because I am as black as I need to be. And glory to God, He has given me the pathway to speak the things that need to be spoken. I've been at home for a long time with my children, and I raised my children well with morals and values. But He's brought me out because I said, Lord, use me. And here we are today. The truth will be known. All truth is uncovered. They cannot hide forever behind their black hoods. They are no different than the KKK. They just are in a different kind of costume. Racist. So, here we are. And okay, so I'm going to just say, Heavenly Father, I just thank you and praise you for the God that you are. You are absolutely amazing in every way. Even when things do not look like they are going well, when the trees have no fruit and the ground is dry, you are still working. You are still in our prayers. You are still hearing our prayers. You are still making a way. You are still laying the stepping stones. And like I always say, the tapestry of our lives are beautiful in the front, but in the back it looks like an absolute disaster with threads hanging everywhere and twisting to and fro. But you are meticulously laying those threads of our lives, and you are weaving us together, and we will be united because it is your will that we have the freedom to practice our faith, to claim the name Jesus, just like I'm wearing the sweatshirt today. This is what we need to do. Trust Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Bring protection over us today. Give us the wisdom on what to do and what to say and where to move our feet. And I pray that you would bring a unity that we have not seen in so long. And I pray that you would make our path in line with your will. And I pray these things in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Okay, so the ladies coming up next are Latinos for Trump National, the president and the vice president.
Jen Lou. But before Jen come up here, I just want to share something real fast. Jamie and Quincy. So a lot of you guys might not know, but if you look at the sweatshirts, it makes sense. So Quincy is, Jamie's husband, and Quincy has been out with me side by side all over the country, taking a stand. And I've never seen Quincy coming out without a sweatshirt that honors God. You know, and so I give you guys a lot of props. Thank you so much for never giving up. Quincy, I've always asked, like, what's going on, man? We need to bring the guys out. Now is the time to take a stand, you know. And when I heard about the 22nd, you know, I put a team together and we came out. And I would like to acknowledge those people. And this is exactly what I've been talking to Quincy, and Quincy's been encouraging me about. And I give all you guys thanks for coming out. So, and a little bit of acknowledgement to those that helped a lot, the backbone of putting this together. And Jen Lowe from Texas. Thank you so much, Jen. Yeah. Thank you, Robert from Common Sense Conservative, the brains who came up to relocate. Thank you, my brother. A lot of people disagreed with it, but hey, it was the smart thing to do. That's why we're here.
I agree.
You know? And a huge thanks to PDX Proud Boys for the stage, the sound system. Thank you so much. The Salem chapters, the Capital chapter, California that came out, Boston that came out, New York that came out, all over the country. To all you guys that came out today, I'm gonna let you know, I said it at the bar last night, and I'm gonna say it again. This is the beginning of the Freedom Tour of bringing freedom back into the inner city. That starts here. This is just the beginning. So if you go back to your state and you feel like your state needs the sun to rise and shine freedom all over your state, put a call out. And the B&W will answer that call proudly and come out and take a stand right next to you. So I'm gonna bring up Jen and Elsa to come give a speech. Thank you, Jen and Elsa, for coming. These are our patrons from out of town that came to take a stand. Give it up for Jen and Elsa.
Hey guys, California's in the house. Woohoo! I just want to say thank you so much for being here today. I know that this is not the first time for most of you guys. I'm thanking everyone because this is where we need to be. We need to make sure that we're sending a message to the entire country that we will stand up and we will be wherever we're needed. So I just want to
Craig is no longer with us.
Tiny and all the Proud Boys because they're always there for all of us. So thank you so much, you guys. Here's Jen. She's gonna tell you guys a little bit about Latinos United for America, which is pretty much our sister organization for Latinos for Trump with the number 4.
Thank you, Elsa. Thank you, Proud Boys, for being here today. We were really worried that we were going to end up having to stay on the other location, and so we are so grateful that you all decided to come out and join us in this new location here. Latinos for Trump, as you know, has been around for a really long time, since 2015. They started out of California, and now we are growing teams all over the nation. Right now, we're really focused on growing teams in swing states and recruiting delegates for our state conventions.
Oregon City. Oh, Oregon City.
So we get involved a lot and travel all over the country constantly. So if you have any Latino friends that want to get involved and want to help us join our movement, they can go to latinoswiththenumber4trump.net. Okay. So the reason that we come to Portland is I'm from the border town of Laredo. So I was born and raised in Laredo, Texas, and I know all too well what it's like living around the cartel, and even my family getting involved with the cartel and having to do many years in prison and serving several different sentences. I know how that really affects the family, how it destroyed my family. There was always, warrants out on our heads so that they can intimidate my brothers. So it is been a journey for me, and whenever Trump decided to run for office, I decided to get really involved because I really liked this message, and he really understood what we were dealing with on our border towns. I know now you guys are seeing that in McAllen alone, I believe they had 217,000 illegals that have now crossed. All over the United States, it's about 1 million that we have here so far. We're not even at the end of the year yet. So it is really unfortunate. And so what me and Elsa really work hard doing is going into those communities and talking to our Latino brothers and sisters about the dangers of the Democratic Party and their policies, and how that is really going to destroy this country. And that is our main purpose. That's what we've been at it for years, and we've been doing this for a really long time. And you guys saw that Latino vote go up, right? We thought it was going to be at what, 35%? Or it was like 40%. You never heard of that. 40% of Hispanics in the United States voted for President Trump. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yes, and that is due to all of the different Hispanic outreach organizations all across the nation. It's not just our, there's a ton of them that work really, really hard doing these things and going in there. So I just want to say thank you. If there's any of you out there that have volunteered, keep doing it. Keep getting your neighbors involved, get your friends involved. We've grown just talking to people out on the streets, and they want to get involved. So that is just how you do it. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much again for coming out. Let's enjoy ourselves. Portland's always talking about how they're having their love festivals, but you know what? This is our summer of love, right? And we're gonna show them how you party and you socialize and we have a good time, and we are not hypocrites. When we say it's a summer of love, damn it, it's a summer of love. Thank you.
All right.
Give it up for Jan and Elsa again, guys. All right, guys. So I'm gonna play a couple of songs, and then fellowship with your fellow patrons from out of town. Get to know each other. This is what we need right here. There's a couple of our YouTubers right here, our own media people. Go talk to them, subscribe to their channel, get up to date with everything that goes on in every single state. Like we got Common Sense Conservative right here. Go look at his channel and everything. We got brother Black Conservative Preacher with Quincy. We got like multiple people here. This is the real news right here. This is boots on the ground all the time. Because a lot of people always complain and say, why do you guys go out there? Why do you go over there and, egg a fight, this and that? The media over here writing, articles about us and completely twist everything. But if you want the truth, follow these people. These are the best people to get up to date about everything that happens because they're boots on the ground, they're in the middle of the action, and they don't cower out in the face of evil. Thank you to these guys for that. And the reason why this rally is happening right now is to spread word about multiple issues that is going on in our country. And we need to understand how the enemy works, the people on the top that controls the media. They want to push one thing, one issue, that way we all focus on that issue, forgetting that there's other issues that we have. They're pushing, I know the mandate vaccine thing is popular right now. I get that. But we have totally forgot that we have 500 plus patriots that are being held in prison on misdemeanor charges since January 6th. We have totally forgot that there is an agenda to push race theory and stuff like that in school to indoctrinate the kids. The LGBT agenda is being pushed hard in our schools, and yet we don't see it. They want to keep that from us. They want to keep us distracted. But we need to be up to date with everything. So get to know some of these YouTubers, talk to them, talk to your fellow patrons from out of state, and let's party. We got some, beer right here. And if you want some, there's cups right there. Enjoy. We're here to have fun.
I got up at 8, so.
I gotta get up tomorrow and go back to work, so I'm feeling it right now.
One more thing, guys. Our next speaker is gonna be my brother Philip. So Philip, after this song, I'm gonna bring you up to the stage. I know you guys all know Philip. He's right there, the big tall brother right there. He's the one that got attacked by Antifa in San Francisco. His picture of him smiling beautifully, with the hurt tooth was spread all over. But guess what? My brother's still out here.
All right. Tiny, you gonna put me up after Philip? We got some people kind of hanging around, taking some pictures. I'm gonna see when I'm up before I go walk around a little bit more. Are you gonna put me up after Philip? Yeah, you gonna put me up after? Yeah. All right.
That's why I don't hit it. I like that.
One thing to notice, guys, is that even though there's Antifa press here, and there's like mainstream press here. Nobody's touching anybody. I can't go to an Antifa thing without getting, you know, harassed, assaulted, so on, without being put in some serious danger. And yet, Antifa press, or leftist press anyway, they know that they can come here and they might get talked to, but that's about it. Yes, Antifa down by the river. There was a couple that were seen to have a SKS and an AR, a couple other weapons, openly carrying. MSM was here. Yeah, the waterfront's got, last I heard, about 200 or so Antifa there. And there's quite a few people kind of spread around too. It's not just these guys here. Antifa press, they usually wait. Sometimes they might like sneak something in on Twitter, but for the most part, they like to wait until after the event. What's up, buddy? Long time no see. You doing good? You doing good? Good.
Mic check, mic check.
It's just a smoke bomb somebody set off.
Can we move that smoke a little bit out?
Okay.
Move that smoke bomb a little bit out. There, we got elderly people here, guys, and children that are being affected by that. I mean, it would look badass if we didn't have those people, and I was just here, like, But you know, we got children and stuff, you know. But our next speaker right here, I'm gonna bring up my brother Philip. Everybody, give it up for Philip. One of the biggest white supremacist fascists out here. Look at that white supremacist. Take that blackface off.
What's up, guys? It's good to see you. So Newsweek says I'm a white supremacist. I'm pretty sure I don't fit that fucking description. Not just because I wasn't born here, but because I'm not even white. These guys are full of shit. They lie, they lie, they lie. But let me tell you about what happened in San Francisco, and I'll get into the real depth of my speech. So in San Francisco, I told Antifa and the Democrats, look, if you want to come, that's fine, but be peaceful. I will allow you to use my platform. I'm paying for a stage. I'm paying for all the sound equipment. It costs thousands of dollars. I just want you to be peaceful. You can debate with us. You can give a speech. You can walk up to the microphone and call me every last name in the book. You can say Philip Anderson is the dumbest motherfucker on the face of the planet. And as long as you're peaceful, why do you stop recording? Why do you stop taking pictures right there? Piece of shit. Let me tell you something. I told them, as long as you're peaceful, you can join us. I said it over and over dozens of times. And then Antifa comes and they attack us. They knock down my front teeth. They hospitalized 2 Hispanic people and other people of color. They chased Asian people down the street. And then they say we are fighting racism. Y'all were all white. We had more people of color than you did. That makes no sense. And then they go on there and saying Philip Anderson came to Portland to start violence. Really, there's no proof of that whatsoever. I said I want to be peaceful. 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 They say Philip Anderson is violent. So all these people do is lie. Like the media, for example, when they say the vaccine is 100% safe. My friend Armani Howard, who lives in San Francisco, California, took the vaccine and now he's dead. People are getting killed by this vaccine. People that I know. Why is the media not talking about this? Why? And not just that, They're lying about January 6th as well. The media is lying about it. Roseanne Boyland did not die from an overdose. That's a filthy lie. The only person who died from an overdose is George Floyd. Roseanne Boyland was killed, murdered by the Capitol Police, and they almost killed me too. And the people who saved my life are now political prisoners. You see the sign right there. It's true. Free them. They call them white supremacists, they call them racist and evil, but they saved my life. That is not true. The police used gas on us to the point that we couldn't breathe, and we collapsed. And 40 people piled on top of me. I'm getting crushed to death. Roseanne Boyland is holding my hand as she's dying. And then she goes limp, she lets go, and she's dead. And these fuckers said that Trump supporters killed her. That is a lie. The police killed her. They almost killed me. It wasn't for the people who are sitting in that jail in DC right now. There'd be at least 5 other people dead right now. They're lying about January 6th. They're lying about the vaccine. And then they say, oh, we want to interview about this. NBC News says, we want to interview you. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Then the day of the interview, they don't call me, they don't text me, NBC News. The New York Times says, we want to interview you about January 6th. We want the truth. We want to hear your side of the story, what really happened. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for you, New York Times. Oh, no text, no call, because they're full of shit. They don't let us tell the truth. They ban us on social media so we can't tell the truth. And by the way, after Antifa attacked me, knocked my teeth out, they banned me the very next day on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter when I did nothing wrong. I've never put my hands on anyone. Not on Democrats, not on Antifa. I've never put my hands on them. But guess what? I'm the one who gets banned off all the platforms. I'm the one who gets the GoFundMe taken down to fix my teeth. But then the piece of shit who knocked my teeth out, he gets the GoFundMe. He gets to stay on Facebook. He gets to stay on Instagram. He gets to stay on Twitter. What we need is a separate economy, okay? We need our own movies. We need our own streaming services. We need our own banks. We need our own everything, okay? Because these people are making it to where it's a communist country, to where you can't exist. You'll be in another state doing something, and they don't like you. They'll turn off your credit card. They'll turn off your bank, and you have no way to survive. That's what they do to us. These people are fascists. They call us the fascists. I'm not turning off your bank account. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm not trying to hunt down your children. I'm not trying to dox you. I'm not coming to your home and terrorizing you, okay? I'm not attacking the press. I'm not threatening anyone here. I'm not threatening to kill anyone here. And fucking Ted Wheeler, that piece of shit, dipshit mayor. He says that we're the bad guys. Hey, Ted Wheeler, I have a reminder for you. Who was it who tried to burn down the federal courthouse for 200 days straight? Was it the Proud Boys? Hell no! That was Antifa. Who was it who was trying to kill Ted Wheeler, murder Ted Wheeler on multiple occasions? Was that the Proud Boys? Yep. That was Antifa. Yep. Who was it who tried to burn down Portland? Was that the Proud Boys? No. That was Antifa. Yep. All right? And this dude continues to lie. He fires his own police officers. I'm like, dude, you're firing the people that are protecting you. But the guys you're lying about, Antifa. Antifa has tried to burn down your house. And the police saved your dumbass. The police that you defunded saved you, and then you just get rid of more of them. 200 gone. The police won't even show up to protect us. They said they wouldn't show up. So this is just insanity. It truly is. That we have lost our freedom. But revolution is here right now because we're not going to take it. We will fight back. I will not be a victim ever again. If you throw a punch at me, I'm punching you right back. I've had enough. I'm tired of the semantics and the narrative game. They're shoving critical race theory down our children's throats. They're pushing LGBTQ plus indoctrination down our children's throats. Here's the thing. Our children don't belong to you. They belong to Jesus Christ. Not to you. Our children do not belong to you. We will not bend, we will not break, we will not bend the knee. It will never, ever happen. That is the ultimate communist move, to turn schools into indoctrination camps. To tell children, your parent is no longer your parent. Do you want to change your gender? I can legally do that now, because the Democrats at the local level had changed the laws. Do you want to change your name? Do you want to change all these things? Do you want to use the men's bathroom when you're a girl? Do you want to use the boys' bathroom when you're a girl? That's what they're doing right now in the schools. We have to stand up against it. It is wrong. And you're not going to scare me away by calling me a racist, a homophobe, a sexist, or any of that shit. You're not going to scare me away. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Woo! Give it up for Philip, guys. Come on, give it up for Philip. Ooh, that was a lot of info, man. Damn. I got a island diploma, so that was a little bit too much for me to take in. But thank you, brother. Thank you. That was passion right there. Brother Philip has been through a lot, and I see a lot of faces that are here today. You know, and I said this last night when we met up with some of the people that traveled here from the rally. You know, when we started rallying in 2017 in Portland, everybody was calling us out like this, that. You guys are the agitator, this and that. We never bent the knee, and look at where we're at right now in this country. It's sad. You know, he brought up something, you know, with this whole gender thing. If you want to, you know, go in a female bathroom, stop lying and identifying yourself, you know, as a woman. Tell the truth. Just say you identify as a pervert. Why lie? You know, tell the truth. You're a pervert. But guess what? If you want to identify as a woman and go in there, I'm going to follow you in there as a woman too. Then I'll whoop your ass. Because I'm not playing this Democrat game. So our next speaker I'm going to bring up, this brother has been doing this longer than any of the patriots that is here. Before Trump, you know, Common Sense Conservative was out there.
No.
The whole time. You know, if you look at his YouTube channel, you scroll and you'll see he's been out there. You know, I have a lot of respect for this brother. I've traveled with him, you know, to California, to Boston, everywhere. Stood in the middle of Antifa side by side with this brother. So I'm going to give it up for Robert Zerfing from Common Sense Conservative!
Hey, Robert! Thanks, fella. So this is the first time I've ever spoken because I always swore I would never become an activist. I'm supposed to be press, right? Going out and covering all these things that go on, try to show the truth, try to combat the garbage that you get from KGW, CNN, New York Times, and all that. But here's the thing. Everybody here was called a racist. Everybody here is called a Nazi. Everybody here is called a white supremacist. That's what they label you as. But what is this? And what is that? We're here for freedom. We're here because we literally believe in the idea of freedom and liberty for everybody. We believe in the founding documents of this country. We believe in the Constitution, limiting government. We believe that this nation is supposed to be controlled by the people. You can't get any more anti-racist than freedom and liberty. You cannot do it. We believe in equality for everybody. This crowd right here has more diversity than those 200 people down in Portland right now. Right here, there is more diversity, but they don't care. On my stream right now, I had so many people going, oh, look at the token. Look at the token. Just so you know, lefties, that's racist. That is racist. Calling them token just because they're out here and they go, I believe in freedom. I believe that I should have the ability to live my life the way I want to as long as I don't hurt anybody else. Because that's what it is. You want to look at inclusivity? Right here. This is the most inclusive crowd in the city of Portland in a long time. You want to talk about racism, though? The state of Oregon, the Democrat Party in the state of Oregon just passed a law saying that if you are black, Latino, Pacific Islander, if you are anybody besides white, you don't have to know how to read or write to pass high school anymore because it's too hard. That's what the state of Oregon just passed. Where is Antifa? Where is Black Lives Matter saying, hey, no. We're just as good as everybody else. You have the Democrats constantly, no matter what, always saying that we need to lower standards for minorities. When you have conservatives, you have people who believe in liberty and freedom. America's trying to get me right now. But you have conservatives, people on the right sitting there going, no, we're all equal. Everybody has equal opportunity in this country. Everybody has the ability to learn. We don't believe anybody is less than anybody else, and that's just truth. That's all that is truth. And yet the Democrats will continuously sit there and go, we need all of these illegal immigrants to come into this country so that they will do jobs that white people don't do. Look at Twitter. It's all over Twitter. Our politicians say that. They say that is our reason for allowing all of these illegal immigrants into this country because we need them. Because they are, to them, they're the new slave. The Democrats have, since their inception,
have talked about Indian Removal Act. That was one of the first official acts of the Democrat Party. And then it was what? Slavery, Civil War? And then it was Jim Crow, segregation. Who passed every single piece of civil rights legislation in the history of this nation? It was people in the Republican Party, people on the right, conservatives who believed in the principles laid down in the Declaration of Independence. We believe in a nation that of the people, for the people. It's not just white people. That is ridiculous. It is for the people, people who were created by God. That is what we believe in. We have the left sitting there trying to put in all these curriculums into our schools, teaching people that just because you are white, you are an oppressor, you are a racist. You have people going, go back home, go back where you're from. Where do I go? I am Lakota, Irish, and German. Where do I go? Where does any of these people go? Where does Tiny go? He believes in the same freedom that we all believe in. He believes in the same everything. He's not from here. His people aren't from here. They're not from the continental United States. Where does he go? That's racist telling him he has to go home. What about all the Latinos that are up here? They got to go home too? These are the talking points that the left always uses. Their racism is right there for everybody to see. And something else I've been talking about. You look at the Klan. You look at the Aryan Brotherhood. You look at any of these actual white nationalist groups out there, they are proud of their racism. They show it they tell it to everybody. It's on their websites. They're just all about it. They don't sit there and go, no, we ain't racist. Why would you think we're racist? We believe in freedom and liberty. They don't lie about it. They're proud of their racism. I have never once in my life seen a Proud Boy sit there and go, I hate anybody that's a different color than me. Especially since so many of the Proud Boys are different colors than me. Yeah! But again, that's reality. That is truth. I've been covering Antifa for years. You go out there right now, right there on the street, we have like 5 or 6 Antifa people out there, they're all white. Every one of them's white, but they're gonna call these people here racist when there's, again, more diversity here than there is in downtown Portland right now. That is reality, that is the truth, that is the facts. That's why I do my job, that's why Bill and Quincy and all these other guys go out there and they stream and they film because they need to show people the truth. And that is why we change locations today. Because the truth is that none of these people here had the sole intention of going into Portland and starting a riot and beating up a whole bunch of Antifa. We wanted to have a rally talking about freedom. We wanted to have a rally talking about liberty, talking about truth and reality. And that is what we wanted. And if Antifa comes here, I guess who's right? Who's the bully at that point in time, right? Who's wanting to pick the fight? Who's wanting to start the fight? This whole thing started 6 years ago with people just wanting to go down in Portland, wave a couple flags, and talk about freedom. And who's the bully there? I'm there, I'm sitting in a park, we have 1,000 Antifa that come and they try to beat everybody up. Who's the bully? People sitting there with an American flag talking about freedom and liberty? Who's the domestic terrorist? People sitting there with an American flag talking about freedom and liberty? I go out and I cover flag waves, and there's people who are just waving this flag. Only this flag, the American flag, and people are driving by, flipping them off, throwing things at them. They're not waving Trump flags. They're not waving thin blue line flags. They're only waving American flags, and people are coming by calling them Nazis just because they love this country. This country killed fascism. This flag eliminated fascism. They didn't. Democrats didn't. The people who hate this country and everything it stands for didn't. As a matter of fact, FDR, he thought Mussolini was a fine, good man. That's right. He thought Hitler was all right. That's right. He liked their ideas. Some of FDR's cabinet members went and held Nazi rallies over there on the East Coast in New England. They did it. But that's history. That's what they want to eliminate from our schools. That's the stuff that they don't want to talk about. Because the fathers of modern liberalism, Woodrow Wilson, he brought the Klan into the White House to have a movie showing. That's reality. That is history. The parties didn't switch. The Republican Party was created for the idea of freedom. The Republican Party still today is fighting for this little thing called freedom. That is what we want. That is all we want. And yet, we're the fascists because we want freedom for everybody, regardless of the color of their skin, regardless of where they were born, regardless of what they believe. In America, we have this thing called the First Amendment. It is constitutionally protected. I know that the city of Portland has forgotten that. You guys notice all the cops that aren't here? You know, guaranteeing our First Amendment right? You know, they actually put out a statement saying, don't expect the police to actually show up
and make sure that, but don't worry, we care about the First Amendment. We care about your constitutional right for free speech. But the police in the city actually said, we're not gonna do nothing. We're gonna arrest you later for being violent. Who are you going to arrest? City of Portland, who are you going to arrest? Look at all of these violent people standing here, hanging out, talking about freedom, waving American flags. Where are the violent white supremacist fascists that everybody has been talking about? I haven't seen them. In the 6 years I've been doing my job, doing this stuff, I have never seen them. I can't wait. I can't wait for somebody to show. I just can't. And just for that, I'm going to hand back over here to this white supremacist Tiny, who again does nothing but talk about freedom, equality for everybody, and love of country.
Give it up for Robert, guys. Much love, Rob. Thank you so much. Common Sense Conservative, look him up. Follow him on YouTube, guys. Robert only said one thing wrong. He pointed at me and he said Pacific Islander. No, I'm not Pacific Islander. I identify as coconut. Get it right, okay? Coconut. And hey, if you can identify as whatever the hell you want, well, I want to be known as a coconut. So, everything Robert said was so true. I came here in 2014 in this country. First time I left my island.
Hi guys.
The first thing I wanted to see when I came here was street lights.
That was my first ever speaking.
The green, yellow, red. We don't got that in my island. We see it on movies all the time. I landed in Hawaii, and I went and looked at it. Like, oh, that's beautiful. And then I came here, and I found out about rights and stuff like that. In my island, we don't got free speech. Hey, guess what? You say the wrong thing, you get smacked in the face. We don't do the timeout with our kids, we do the knockout. That's how the island works. You know, I love my island in its own way, but I love America because of the freedom and liberty that we have here. Guys, that's at risk right now. It's hanging by a thread. And it's gonna take you and me to come out and take a stand for this country. And I encourage each and every single one of you guys. This is not gonna be the only rally that you're gonna see. You're gonna see this happening over and over until the elected officials in Portland finally get it through their thick skull that, hey, these people ain't playing around. You wanna keep on poking a sleeping bear? Guess what? It's gonna rise up and it's gonna be 1776 up into this bitch. Because we're sick and tired, man. I am sick and tired of seeing people infringing on our rights, and people have felt too comfortable giving too much power to these elected officials. Their job is never to pass law that infringes on your rights. Their job is to fix the damn road I drive on and create more opportunities for the people. Leave my damn Second Amendment alone. Leave it alone. You know, I believe we should make it so easy. You just go in, buy a gun just like you buy a snack from the store. That's what I believe. Call me extremist all you want. That's what I believe. That's the Second Amendment. An armed society is a polite society. And guess what? Antifa's taking so long to march here because they know these people love pew-pews. And you go mess around and find out the wrong way. So, you know, freedom in America should be protected by every single red-blooded American. You want socialism, you want communism, book a flight at BDX. They're leaving Portland every 15 minutes. Hop on it and go enjoy your communism and your socialism in a country that is run by that. Not here in the red, white, and blue. Our next speaker I want to bring up is, I'm going to bring up Brother Randy right here. David, I'm going to bring you up after Randy. Randy's going to talk about political prisoners. And he's working hard with some of the other patriots to help our political prisoners that are being held behind bars for standing up for what is right in America. Give it up for Randy, guys, all the way from New York.
Hi, everybody. Randy Ireland, I'm here from New York City. I'm a co-founder of an organization called Citizens Against Political Persecution. Not sure if you've heard of this. But another co-founder, Kara Casanova. Kara Casanova is also another co-founder. We started this organization to educate the American people that January 6th detainees are being held in violation and in direct conflict of their constitutional rights. We could go through the Bill of Rights, due process, habeas corpus, so many other things. A lot of these guys are being detained, 23-hour lockdowns, have been detained for 8 months. No access to razors, a haircut, medication. One gentleman by the name of Christopher Roel has first-stage cancer, or had first-stage cancer when he went in. It is believed now that it's progressed to the second or third stage. Denied medication, denied treatment. More importantly, if you actually look into his story, he never entered the Capitol building that day. And a lot of these guys are getting railroaded. I mean, I could go on and on and on. And thank you, Andrew Phillips, for what you said earlier. One of the things that we do at CAP is we look into a lot of the cases. And I'm in actually a lot of contact with a lot of the guys that are being indefinitely detained. Let me throw you out some stats. Right now, today, we have approximately 103 patriots from January 6th indefinitely detained. 51 of them, I believe at last count, is in Washington, D.C. Anytime anybody speaks out, they suffer retribution. These jailers are locking them down, putting them in the hole. A lot of different things are going on. It's totally unconstitutional. More importantly, and the biggest reason why I am a co-founder of CAP, I'm also an Air Force veteran. How many here are veterans? Served in the military? The one thing I will say is almost half the guys that are indefinitely detained right now are decorated, well-decorated military veterans. They have served this country. They have sacrificed for this country. The very country right now treating them worse than animals. You see up here? Free our political prisoners. I want you guys, free our political prisoners. Repeat it after me. Free our political prisoners. Free our political prisoners. Free our political prisoners.
RSS community, my
our organization
channel has been deleted once already before, and I got it back because
you can go there. You can find out a lot of information, latest news. Rallies are beginning to be held all around the country almost every weekend.
The language and so
go
on
there, you'll see.
Because
our next rally, we've had 2 rallies in New York City. Great rallies, awesome turnout, awesome media coverage. When we first started CAP, there was no media coverage of what's going on January 6th. Today you're going to see a lot of news organizations, Epoch Times, Newsweek, Newsmax. I mean, a lot of these organizations now are beginning to cover it on a daily basis. We had an organization, I should say, Kara Casanova had an article published in the Gateway Pundit. I want to say it was 2 weekends ago. And it was a story that involved Andrew Phillips, what he was talking about. Roseanne Boylan did not die of natural causes, as the media has portrayed since January 6th. She didn't die by being trampled by Trump supporters trying to get into the Capitol. Another lie. She was murdered by the Capitol Police. We have video evidence, we have eyewitness testimony, and the saddest thing is most of the eyewitnesses to that are sitting detained in Washington, D.C. right now. Our next rally is going to be September 18th.
RSS commentary, you are no longer with us.
Right where
just
it all
because
started, at the
I
Capitol
don't
building.
care about your crying and your whining.
Mickey, who is Ashley
your
Babbitt's
chance.
mother, wanted me to convey to you guys, we need you to show up September the 18th in D.C., especially the Proud Boys that are here. This is a message going out to you. She's going to be there on September the 18th, and she wants to feel safe. So, I know I'm going to leave something out, but the one thing I want to say also is I'm here in Portland for the first time. I should have been here last year. I'm a Proud Boy. I'm president of the Hellgate Bridge Crew chapter in New York City. Thank you to all the Proud Boys that are here today. Thank you to all the Patriots that are here today. Standing up. What we're going through right now is a war on the U.S. Constitution. What the Department of Justice is doing, what the FBI is doing right now, they are shredding our Constitution. We no longer have due process. It's not innocent until proven guilty. It's like, you know what, we're going to lock you up and prove your innocence. It can't stand. They can't stand, and that's one of the reasons I'm standing out here today. Thank you to Tiny. Thank you to the Proud Boys. Thank you to everyone that's here today. And you know what? The only other thing I got to say is, fuck Antifa.
Give it up for Brother Randy, guys. Free our brothers. Free our brothers that are in jail. You know, they knew the risk. They knew that the Democrats are gonna weaponize the justice system against us. But guess what? That's what our forefathers went through in order for us to celebrate the freedom that we enjoy right now. If the forefathers was worried about being hanged by the red coat, you know, being infiltrated and all that, we would have never had in America. But guess what? They still came together, they loaded the cannons, and when they say, hand over your cannons, they say, come and take it. That's the same message we're gonna send these tyrants. The same message we're gonna send Antifa is, if you want our freedom, you're gonna have to put all of us 6 feet under to take it from me. Because it ain't happening that easy. We gonna give you a run for that money. This red, white, and blue is gonna be waving high and proud in Portland today, all day today. Even after our speeches, we're still gonna be waving this flag. Try and take it. Because there is a bunch of Proud Boys, a bunch of veterans, a bunch of patriots that are standing here on this property that are ready to go battle for this. So try us. Fuck around and find out. We got brother David. Where's David at? Brother David right here. He's a good guy. He brings his sound system out. He throws rallies and stuff. I saw a video of him in downtown Portland at that one of the pastors that got attacked, where Jamie was speaking about, that opened up the rally. I want to give it up for brother David right here. Give it up for David, guys. After David, I'm gonna bring up my one of our OGs in the movement to give a speech, and then we're gonna play some songs, fellowship with your fellow patriots, and let's have a good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on! Yeah, I'm so freaking encouraged to see every one of you that has come out here for this today. I tell you what, we have need of this, do we not, in this society? We have need of this as Americans. I tell you what, we have need of this as Christians to stand up and represent what we believe. Come on! Yeah! So let me throw down a little bit of history here. So, this is going to be a little scattered. I'm just going to go over a few different things. Yeah, man, bring it. So every single Jim Crow law in this country that was ever written, ever passed, ever exist on the books was penned by Democrats, was passed into law by Democrats, and was enforced by Democratic mayors and Democratic sheriffs and Democratic governors. That's a Democratic party. Yeah. They have always been antithetical, have they not, to freedom and to liberty and to life, man. Those people got no respect. Those people got no respect. I tell you what, this is God's will for us. This is God's will for us. Anyone that thinks that Jesus Christ was slow at getting up in the morning, anyone that thinks that Jesus Christ was timid when he had to face the consequences of the world that he lived in, the time that he lived in, and all the people that wanted to take him out, he did not hide. He did not withdraw himself. And in fact, people, in the scripture says that people marveled when Jesus came to town because they were like, what? Don't they want to kill him? Isn't this the guy they want to take out? And Jesus showed up. He showed up. He's got the heart. And that's why we're here today. We're not here to argue over facts. We're here because we got the heart. Because freedom is for this right here. Free people is what God has called us to be. It says in the book of 1 Peter, be free people. Be free people. God has called us to this. And I tell you what, anything that God has called us to, there is power. Anything that God has called us to is for life and for living. You know, the scripture in, I think it's in the book of Proverbs, it says, you know, who has gathered the wind in his fist? Who has descended from heaven and who has ascended? Who gathers the wind in his fist? What is his name and what is his son's name? And I was thinking about that. And I was thinking, gathered the wind in his fist. What does that even mean, you know? So I tell you what, in the Word of God, the wind represents life, the breath of life. Right? When the Spirit of God came upon the people on the day of Pentecost, a mighty wind blew upon that house that they were in. Right? So when it says in the Word of God that he gathers the wind in his fist, it means that life is in his hand. Living is in his hand. And therefore, anything that God calls us to, there is life and there is power and there is strength to bind us together, to build us up for something better. We will overcome this trouble in our society.
Like they really are.
You know it's true.
Right
we will overcome this trouble.
Peeking
you know,
around.
the Revolutionary War began in the pulpit. The Civil War began in the pulpit. It was a Christian church that was preaching and teaching for the freedom of the black people in their country. Right? And look at what they did. They turned the tables on the power that was. In the Revolutionary War, we went against the power of the day, the British crown. And we overcame because God was with us. Because God called us to this, to be free. God called us to this. And I tell you what, in this day, we have need no doubt to come out, to be encouraged. I tell you what, for every one of us that is here, we know 20 people that are not here today because they're intimidated. Because they're intimidated. So I would encourage you, every single one of you, to encourage someone else. Encourage people not to be afraid. Encourage people to stand up. You know, we got to start somewhere. And I tell you what, we can overcome. God bless every single one of you. I know this, I speak for Tiny, and I speak for all of us. We love you.
Give it up for Brother Jay. That's a good brother right there, passionate brother. You know, he brought up, you know, something. You know, people pulled back from this rally because they were, you know, they were intimidated because they saw the numbers that Antifa, you know, was going to bring out. And I told the guys that came from out of town that we met up at a bar in Hazeldale last night. Even if this is all I have to take into Portland, hey, that's all we're gonna work with. You know, it doesn't matter if we have only 5 people out here. If God is with us, who can be against us? If God is with us, who can be against us? Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. The evil that Antifa is trying to bring against us won't work. Won't stand in the face of God-fearing warriors. Because we're out here. We stand for the truth. We stand for what is right. And I've noticed something too. Notice how Antifa is out there on the sidewalk and they haven't been beat up yet? Try going out to their rally and see what happened to wave an American flag. I know that's not a surprise. It's already all over the place, and yet they're still peaceful protesters. That's the big difference. We have Antifa press in our crowd right now. Are they getting mobbed like dogs in the street? No. But yet, you know, they're still out here and people still think they're like the heroes. Well, guess what's gonna happen to your fascist heroes today if they show up and try to attack somebody? They're gonna get an ass whooping. Before I give it up to my brother right here, Portland chapter wanted me to do something. I guess one of the press has never seen how Samoans drink their beer. Well, to all the Proud Boys that came in from out of town, to all the local chapters here, this is for you guys. This is how Samoans open their beer.
Hope you get a drink later on.
Come on here, brother.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Tomas Morales. I am a self-described conservative journalist. Now, we have leftist press here right now. Andrew Kimmel, you called me out in a tweet. You left out in my speech, you left out that I said that Antifa assaults women and people of color. You left that out. You only left in the part where I said, white boy summer. He is leftist press. He is here to slander each and every one of us. It's time to... No, I'm not wrong. And you know what? That's fine. Good job, brother. So you know what? LA Antifa will never cancel White Boy Summer. We are here. I'm not a hypocrite. You pointed out. You pointed out January 6th in my speech when I was talking about Antifa assaults. No. Anyways, so that is leftist press. We have to start calling these people out just how they would call me out if I were to cover leftist events. You know what? He's not going to get mobbed over here. I would get mobbed. Antifa is out to get me. They will literally kill me in Portland, in LA, in Washington, D.C. It's time to just actually speak up about it. So you know what? Antifa will never cancel White Boy Summer. Christ is King. America first. Let's fucking go!
All right, guys. Give it up for the brother. Yes, it's important to call out stuff like that. Because, you know, ever since I started, 2017, with Patriot Prayer and everybody, I've been doxxed. And then that's exactly what Antifa Press does. You know, that's why a lot of people are scared to come out. They have visited my family. They have thrown bricks in the windows. They have, you know, doxed you to where it's so hard to find a job. Where I decided, you know what? The hell with finding a job. They're trying to mandate a vaccine anyways. It's gonna be my job. Standing up as a patriot in America and what is right. But you know, I'm gonna bring somebody up here. This dude, I haven't seen him in a long time, but he showed up today and decided to mess with Tiny, try to run me over with his motorcycle. You know, some of the people, I was so happy today, man. I'm speechless because I haven't seen some of these people in a long time. I went to jail, sentenced 6 months, with good time and work time. And I got out after 3.5. And Antifa still posting stuff like, oh, Tiny's still out there, he violated his probation again. You know what revoked means? Yeah, I got revoked. So, hey guys, guys, stay over here. Media, you guys can go ahead. Leadership, get the guys in the back here. We don't need that much in the front there. Leadership, get those guys over there, bring them here. We only need a couple on that side to watch that. Bring the rest of those guys up this side. Hey, you guys, Megan,
so
all you guys up that side, we only need a couple on that side, not that much.
Dylan's up there talking
them
to
back
him,
here.
but it's starting to draw a crowd, and there's really no
All
reason
Proud
to.
Boys back over here now. You don't need to do it.
So far, it's just people just being quiet.
Proud Boys! Proud Boys on that side!
Up there's the only group of Antifa.
Bring it back here!
Grab your shield and go.
If you're a
I
Proud
still
Boy
don't
and you're
think-
on
last
that
I
side,
heard on
we
the
only
radio,
need 5 or
there's only
6
like 4 or
guys.
5 of them
Bring
up
the
there,
rest of you
so-
guys back here.
It's just, if you guys want to see the conversation over there, you can go find Villain Report. And he's up there.
Dan Twos? Sarge? Alright guys, we're gonna play some music and I'll have a good time. Grab yourself a drink and let's enjoy today.
For 2 guys, we don't need all of them over there.
My Uncle Jay will come up after and give this speech.
There's no way you're gonna control it.
Let the coconut run over there real fast. I know I don't run because I'm fat, but I'll pretend like I'll identify like I'm running.
Guys,
let me check out
honestly,
what's going on.
like this is it right here. This is what we've been talking about for a very long time. The whole point of this is to remain peaceful. And even though nothing's really going on up there, just people talking and posturing, that's it. Tiny wants, and the organizers of this thing want people to not be over there because, I mean, tempers get up, somebody says the wrong thing, something could, happen. But we don't want that to happen. That was the whole point of being over here, was that it would not happen. A peaceful event. And even though everybody over there is just watching, everybody's just watching, taking some pictures of the couple Antifa that's here, and that's it. I mean, there's a lot of animosity, like the city of Portland literally came out and said a whole bunch of stuff. If you didn't see the show, it's on there. I played their crap. I played all the things they said. There's a lot of animosity.
Don't give them what they want. You're not giving them what they want.
It's good stuff.
Stand over here, but the rest of you guys go.
Fun thing about the right, you don't have to be a Christian to be a right winger, but if you are a Christian, you have to be a right winger. So yeah. See, as you guys can see, just some people having a conversation, just talking about stuff. All the streamers are over there. Huh?
Very impressive over there. Did you get it impressive?
Yes, because all the press. Yeah,
It's very
exactly.
impressive.
There's a couple people with opposition. And that's
I can't take
that's
this.
it.
I gotta stand back. These guys were there. That guy in the blonde
Uh-huh.
and that with that girl, they were there when JB and I got attacked.
Villain. It's called Villain Report. You guys can check them out. Villain Report. So, I mean, it's not smart to be on the street anyway. Just because. But I'll show you guys, like, there's literally only like 3 or 4 people. There's a couple people over there on the other side of the street, I guess, taking pictures. Oh, or actually people standing in the street. So, I'm just going to show you guys
Let's get out of the
a few
street,
people
people.
that are here.
Let's not
And
block
then,
traffic.
I'm going to head back over there because, yeah, these guys aren't worth it.
They just
at
wanted to
all.
be on the fucking news.
Yep, they just wanted to be on it.
They don't even have a crew.
So, there, now you guys saw the drama. Wow. There's just cameras. But as you guys can see, like, there's very little chance, I guess, of actual opposition, really. That's one of the reasons why I picked this location. Oh, hold on, let me mute this thing. My wife is yelling at me. Well, she tried talking to me. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I'll be right back again. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's not a safe thing to go down there on the street anyway. Thanks. Good. As you guys, okay, I'll show you guys over there again. Like, the crowd's kind of moved on. You know, as you guys can see, there's a lot of security here. We got people all around the perimeter. They're watching everything. They're watching cars that come by. They're watching people coming through taking pictures. Like, people are getting license plates of the Antifa people coming through taking pictures because you never know what they might do. And, you know, we got 2 more right over here. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on them there with my other camera. Tweeting some stuff. Oops, I guess my cameras aren't pointing in the same direction. Sorry about that. Everybody's walking back now. They've given them their 10 minutes of fame. And everybody's coming back, start doing speeches again. How you doing? Living the nightmare, one dream at a time.
For sure.
We've got people all over the place, just watching out and trying to keep everybody safe. Yes, sir. Good. I gotta tell you guys, this guy right here, you guys watched my show the other night. It was his question that actually called Ted Wheeler out on the carpet for just what essentially they were planning for this week. Mr. Sparling here has earned my respect. Like, we don't agree on a lot of stuff, I think, but as a journalist, this man has definitely earned my respect, and I will always vouch for him because there were only 2 reporters that asked legit questions during that press conference. And this man asked the one question that really, and it wasn't answered. That question was not answered at all. They totally just ignored it. It was awesome. I know I totally made him uncomfortable. That's why I moved the camera away from him. But he asked a legit question. He said, "Why are we just marking this down on the calendar as a day of bloodshed?" And Wheeler and they couldn't answer it. They could not answer the question. It was awesome. I'll shake your hand again, man. That was good job.
Don't shake his hand.
Hey, he's the only guy that asked a serious question to Wheeler.
I know.
He did it. He's got my.
That's why I play nice with him.
the only actual journalist in Portland.
They can't even handle one leg of JP. Or even half of his leg. They're gonna need more than that.
If you guys want to know when events are coming up and stuff like that, join me on Telegram. I post.
Conservative video and say Tiny wearing women jeans. These are tactical, slim fit jeans. Get that right. Well, at least they identify as them. See that? You can't do this with women jeans, okay? So don't be talking about my jeans. Actually hurt. But I'm gonna bring up somebody that I've been standing side by side with since my journey in the political movement. From the beginning. He was there since the beginning of Patriotburg, the Proud Boys. That's one of the original.
Nachos live stream, you can totally have your 30 seconds.
Hey guys, give it up for Brother Jay. I call him Uncle Jay. Jay, come on up.
I just wanted to be on stage with Tiny. And Tiny here is like one of the only people I've ever let take some pictures with my wife in scantily clad costumes. So somebody take a picture of me with Tiny's woman right now. Yeah, I got my hands on Tiny's woman. And I'm loving it. All right, so I'm gonna ask you guys to do something. The last time I screamed this at the top of my lungs in Terry Shrunk Plaza, after we had a day of being chased, assaulted, they tried to get us arrested, tried to get Tiny put in jail on some false charges. We got chased around downtown Portland for a few hours.
Which time exactly?
We've had 2 damn minis, so I don't know which one it was. But anyway, so we came back to Terry Shrunk Plaza, and I was standing right next to Tiny like I am now, and Tiny gave a great speech as usual. Proud of this kid. And then I said I wanted to say one thing, and I want you guys to say this with me. 3 words. We're still here. You guys say it with me? We're still here.
We're still here! We're still here! We're still here! We're still here! Ted Wheeler, we're still here! To all the elected officials in Portland, Kate Brown, I'm still here. Even though I hated the food in Multnomah County Jail, got tired of beans, man, but guess what? I never gave up. Tiny's still back out here. That's exactly why when the judge said, we're gonna add a couple more years on his probation, he has sit in jail enough. I'm like, nah. He sent me to jail. Give me my time, I don't want probation. Because if you guys add a couple more years, you guys are gonna add on a couple more years on that. Because I'm still gonna be out there. I showed up at the last year 22nd rally with the ankle monitor on. Because I was supposed to be home, but I got sick and tired of sitting at home watching these people loot and
destroy private owned business. I'm like, hell no. 2 months? Well, guess what, U.S. Marshals? Y'all gonna have to chase me at the rally.
Good comment.
Tiny was there. With the ankle monitor blinking, blinking, blinking. But guess what? It was worth it. My 3 months in there, there's a purpose for everything. You know? When I was in jail, who knows? All we have to do is ask God, what is the purpose for this? Maybe there's somebody in there that needs you. There was people in there that needed me. Shared about the Word of God. Shared about, what is right. And it was amazing. So, I want to bring up, oh, my bad. Sorry. That's what happened for taking a picture with my wife.
All right, the reason why that's ringing in my head today is because some of you guys have been around long enough, you know who I am. I've been low-key for the last couple of years, been busy off in the boondocks doing my own thing. But some of you guys know that I was in the trenches, and I've been in the trenches for a long time. I don't know, how many of you guys know who Vera Katz was? Okay, I started this. I'll tell you, I'll try to give you the Reader's Digest version of this. So I got home from work, sprawled out on my couch, turned on the news like I always do, and I think this is 2001-ish, and a bunch of they weren't Antifa yet, but they were like pre-Antifa, had taken over 2nd and Burnside. I don't know, any guys remember that? It's a ways back. We're stretching a little bit. And so I'm down towards Salem, and I worked a hard day at work, and I'm at the point where I just don't care. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like a lot of us do. We're like, it doesn't affect me. Extremely personal. It's not my yard. I'm not going to deal with it. But I'm sitting back on the couch, and what was she, like 5 years old at the time? My 5-year-old daughter comes downstairs out of her bedroom. Bless her heart. At 5 years old, she's upstairs watching the news because I taught her to be informed. And she comes down and she looks at me through the stair railings and she says, Daddy, she says, you told me that our flag was special. And I said, of course, sweetheart, our flag is like one of the most important things we have in our universe. And she says, well, why are guys on TV lighting it on fire? And I was literally speechless. And I told her, I says, honey, some people are just dumb. It's that simple. Some people don't appreciate what they have. They're ungrateful, they're childish little brats, and I'm proud of you, my little preschool daughter, for having more sense than them. And she looks at me and she goes, Daddy, you really should do something about that. And that hit me. And I literally jumped up, threw some shoes on, jumped in my little piece of crap Nissan Sentra, and drove up to 2nd and Burnside. And when I walked up there, massive mob of lefty people. They weren't doing black bloc back then, so it was just regular people. And I see come out of this crowd this old, beat down, haggard looking, half dead, bearded biker veteran come crawling out of the crowd. And I ran up to him and I'm like, bro, are you okay? What's going on? And I picked him up and put him on my shoulder and walked him out. And he said, I tried to save it, but I couldn't. That's all he could say to me. I tried to save it, but I couldn't. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he takes my head and turns me around, and they've got like a 12-year-old kid on one of the light posts, because Portland's have those boxes on their signal posts, whatever. Had a kid on top of one of those, so his feet are like here, he's standing up here. They hand him a flag, and this whole crowd is standing there with lighters trying to set this flag on fire. And this guy by himself went into that crowd to try to save that flag. And literally, I almost started crying. I'm just like, that is like one of those deep moments that you're just like, you don't even know what to do right then. And I thought about it for a minute, and there were a couple cops, Portland cops, standing next to us. And I'm like, are you gonna let this happen? I said, they beat the crap out of this guy, they're burning, I mean, come on, at least it's a fire hazard or something. You gotta be able to do something about that. And they looked at me and they said, we're not allowed to do anything about that today. Side note, this will be very interesting
Make sure
to
you get
guys,
license
because
plates.
here's something that nobody's talked about for a while. Those very words
So we
were
just got a
spoken
report,
to
guys,
me
that Antifa just
the moment
are throwing eggs out of
I asked the cops
vehicles
to
driving
remove
down the road.
Jeremy Christian from our assembly in Monticello Park. The cop looked at me and said, we are not allowed to do anything about him today. That's how Portland operates.
Take some pictures.
That's how Portland operates. In case any of you don't know, some of you probably don't even know the story, it's been some years. Jeremy Christian was a political stunt gone wrong, orchestrated by Portland City Hall. The reason I know this, and I think this is even before Tiny's days, I don't even know anybody standing here that was back here in these days. When Joey Gibson first started Patriot Prayer, he had his first rally in Esther Shore. Okay? I'm giving a little history of myself here because I actually talked to Joey Gibson before his first rally. So I am an OG in Patriot Prayer. So anyways, Antifa, actually not very far from here, probably about a mile that way, was going to attack a liquidation store because of a stupid viral video over a Confederate flag. I happened to be doing a job a couple blocks away from there. I said, I'm going to go make sure they don't. So I called Joey. Joey says, I'll round some people up, bring them there and meet you there at 5 o'clock. So I get off work, get in my truck, come over there. Next thing I know, there's, God, like 20 people there that Joey had organized and come down. And that was Patriot Prayer's first foray into Portland. And the cops came, and Antifa came. There weren't any big incidents, but it was enough to draw the attention of Portland City Hall. So, the next event we have in Portland is the Rose Festival Parade that Antifa made death threats. Now mind you, listen to all this, because we're the terrorists. But Antifa made death threats to the Rose City Festival organizations so bad that they had to shut down a many year tradition of the Rose Festival. And Portland just let it happen. So Patriot Prayer decides we're going to have our own parade. We're going to have our own march. Well, it was advertised for a few weeks before it happened. In the middle of this event we've got going on, Ted Wheeler himself does a walkthrough. Imagine that. He wants to know what this Patriot Prayer is about. He does a walkthrough. Micah Fletcher himself was taunting my dogs. I had 2 Rottweilers there with me that day, and my dogs do not like people in masks. And Micah Fletcher was in a clown outfit juggling in front of my dogs saying, can I pet your dogs? Yeah, Louise was in his jack-o'-lantern jackass costume. But anyway, so I'm kneeling down trying to keep my dogs under control, and he tries telling this cop, hey, he's got dangerous dogs. The cop's like, quit teasing him. And he got pissed off. Next thing you know, here comes Ted Wheeler, and he whispers in this cop's ear, looks catty-corner across the field, says something to this guy who, if I remember correctly, was some sort of brass, and then hurries back out of the park.
And if you guys want to see what he's talking about, it's one of my earlier videos. Yep.
You've been around long enough. You may have been there for this.
I filmed it.
So, this is literally happening 10 feet. I'm watching this develop. So I look towards that corner of the field where Ted Wheeler just motioned, and guess who comes walking out of the neighborhood? Here comes Jeremy Christian. And then the rest you could probably see on video. And for all you Antifa reporters or whatever, I'll tell you, because I was one of 2 people charged with making sure Jeremy Christian did not participate in our event. Jeremy Christian, in no uncertain terms, was not in our event.
He was kicked out.
We had a cordoned off area, some sport court, tennis, soccer, whatever. And me and another guy we call Big Country were set at the door to make sure, or at the fence area, and the cop said, you tell me if they're allowed in or if they're not allowed in. So I was one of 2 people standing guard at that entry to make sure Jeremy Christian did not come in that event.
Yep.
So all you lefty press, you might want to get the story right after, what has it been, 4 years? 5 years? And the guy's already been sentenced. Guy's a whack job. The cop told me he had been known for going up and down 82nd Streets, beating on cars in the middle of the road, whatever. But they couldn't do anything about him that day. That's my original point. Sorry, I digress. The cop literally looked at me and said, we cannot do anything about him today. We know he's a problem. We know why he's here. We know he was instigating us and instigating Antifa. But the cop looked me straight in the eye and said, we are not allowed. Not it's against the law. Not we can't. We are not allowed. I've heard that many times throughout our rallies in downtown Portland. Because the system here in the Tri-County area is set against every one of you that have the balls to stand out here and be proud of what you believe in, be proud of this, be proud of our country, be proud of our freedoms. The system here is set against every single one of you here. That's why we have political prisoners. That's why they don't arrest Antifa, who are the actual domestic terrorists, but they arrest us at the end of rallies. Because it's set against us. But here's the thing, and I go back to my 3 words. They've been trying to do this for 5 years, 6 years? Because we rode the wave. I've been doing this for a long time, and I never saw the masses in this kind of organization until after the post-election riots, which I know, oh, where'd you go? Rob was there, I was there. The post-election riots, and then the following violence at the March for Trump really set this movement in motion. And for whatever it's worth, coming from an old man, I'll tell you, I'm proud of each and every one of you that are willing to stand here in public and say, we are still here.
We're still here!
They think we took a loss because the rigged election, because of people bowing down to COVID crap.
Nope.
Because Antifa's been running aimlessly through the streets, because we can't do anything about the Marble Nut House in Salem. Our rallies kind of fizzled out a little bit. Everybody's been kind of low-key, and then the J6 thing threw everybody for a freaking loop. But I pulled up in here to my first rally in a while, and my first thought was, we're still here. We're still doing this. We're still willing to stand up and say, fuck you to everybody who hates America. Portland is still an American city. Portland still belongs to the US of A, and you motherfuckers can't have it. And why can't you have it? Because we are still here.
All right, guys, we got one more speaker. We'd like to introduce, come up here and give a speech. And then we got a huge announcement after that. Give it up for Don Powers right here.
I'm going to take a little different approach. Maybe the energy's not quite as high. I'm not trying to match the energy level there, but they're kind of.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Our forefathers gave up everything they had. They lost their homes, their fortunes, their families. They hid their weapons out in the woods to keep the tyrants from coming to take them. And I'll tell them this, Antifa too. You want my gun, you can have it when it's empty. Yeah. And if you want to come out here and start some shit, I'll be glad to bloody the parking lot with you. And I ain't fucking around. All right. People ask, what can I do? I've had several people here in the crowd, what can I do? You have to understand that these animals have been planning this for decades. They're so far ahead of us. We have to be smart. We have to be strategic. They've been infiltrating us at the level of their school boards, their county commissions. We have to get involved. They only govern at the consent of the governed. That's us. And I don't consent anymore. Stand up. Get your friends, your neighbors. They cannot stop us if we stand up. Force. Everyone. Show up at your school boards. Show up at your county commissions. Tell them you will not comply. You do not give them consent. Somebody earlier said something about our children. They don't belong to the school board. They don't belong to the teachers union. They don't belong to the Oregon Board of Education. or our communist governor.
Thanks, sir.
They don't belong to the National Teachers Union, and they sure as hell don't belong to this corrupt, illegitimate, I don't want to tell them government, right? Occupants of the White House.
Make sure to watch for the
They
eggs.
belong to
Yeah,
us.
yeah, there are
They
people
belong
throwing
to
eggs.
you. These are your children. You get to decide how they're raised. You get to decide what's taught in their schools. All right? So go out there and do that peacefully and patriotically. Of course.
PW joined me on Telegram, and that's where I post the events.
That was an awesome speech. Hey everyone, my name is Haley. I have been doing this for a few years now, since I was 22 years old. I'm 27 today, by the way.
That was funny.
And I've always stood beside all of my patrons and the Proud Boys Patriot Prayer since the beginning. I travel all around the country. I met all the crazy Antifa that you can imagine. And sometimes I wonder, why the hell do I put myself in this place? Especially a woman my size. These people want to murder me. They put hits out on me, especially recently online. They wanted $100 to take my bat from me. They want to knock my teeth out. And you know what I say? Come and do it. Come and do it. I want you to face me. If they are so... This is what they want to do. They attack the women and the children. So you can have a whole group of Proud Boys right here. But if you have women and children on this side, who are they going to attack? Because they're cowards. They will attack us because they think that we are weak. But every single woman that I see here today, you're not weak. You're a fighter. You're just as strong as any of these men too. And I wanted to make that very known. I wanted to put some support out here for my fiance, John Doe. So a couple years ago, he was, and I barely knew him at the time. He was just videoing. He wanted to stand beside Joey and many others to keep them protected when we went to Cider Riot. Should we have gone? People said no. But you know what? We exposed that bar. We exposed Cider Riot for what they were. They were allowing minors inside with masks on, letting them get drunk. They were storing all their weapons in that bar to attack us. They were using that bar to use us and to attack us. So that was their hideout, okay? But while my fiance was there, he was just videoing, or he wasn't even really videoing, he was just standing there. And Antifa just started spitting on him, and they started spitting on Joey. So when he had to push someone back because they were getting into his face. And mind you, these people are attacking them, spraying them with mace. My fiance right now, he's dealing with $1 million lawsuit by Cider Riot, and the mayor is part of this. And they want to give him a felony for a riot that we never even started. They came after us, they wanted to fight with us, they sprayed us, they attacked us, and my fiance was just the guy that happened to be there to be an outstanding citizen, in my opinion. He saw that there was something happening, and he wanted to step in and make sure that other men or his, possible friends in the future are protected. But because of that, me and him are getting married today. Because that was courageous to me.
Sorry, guys.
And
I
I'm
just got a
going to
little
stand with him
tilted
to the
there
very
because
end. Just like all
I've
of you.
been watching some other stuff. So it's super funny.
There's
Up there, I
a
don't know if
lot
you guys
of
can see
young
that
people
airplane.
here today, too.
But that's
And
Portland
we really
Police teaming up
need to
with
stand beside them. I listened to a story of this man named
the feds.
Taylor.
I forgot which
he's
other
a journalist
agencies use it, but
out
yeah.
here. He's 21
So
years
they're
old.
circling right now, watching.
Because
apparently there's
because he was just
Antifa.
doing journalism and he was videoing things out
coming
in
up on a
DC.
corner.
They've been attacking him. The feds won't leave him alone, and he can't even make any money right now because they have literally censored this man, this boy, in a way. I'm not, he is a man. But I wanted to bring this up and say we gotta have these children or young adults back and stand beside them, because right now they're destroying these young adults from having a good future. They're going after
We've got
our
the same
finances.
troublemakers that came for the Christian event coming down.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted
Looks like they're all walking
okay,
them off now.
I wanted to make sure everyone's okay. But I just wanted to come up here and say, we gotta have each other's backs, we gotta have the youth's back, and we gotta have, you gotta have
If
the
anything
women's
goes
back
down,
and
I'll
the
go over there
children.
for
They're
sure.
just attacked. Explosives were thrown on them. But here we're being called abusive. We're the one being called terrorists because we've decided we've had enough. I've had enough. Have you had enough? I've had enough. Damn right. So we gotta take a stand. Every single one of us, especially.
All right, we got
women,
people
when
being
they're
attacked
fighting
up there right now, guys. I zoomed in my other camera so you guys will be able to see it. The van pulled in right there. And
hey boys, watch it, brother 6. That corner right there, they're marching in. Want to play some music? And we'll see where it goes.
so the van came in, they pepper sprayed out of the van. I don't know if I got it on the my camera or not, but the van now moved in. It's pulled into pulled in. It's over. We got fireworks. I'm gonna hang back here until I get prepared. Some fireworks went off. More fireworks. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my gas mask on here.
All I got is pepper spray. That's all I got. I don't have one. I don't have any weapons. All I got is pepper spray.
So as you guys can see, sorry. As you guys can see, Proud Boys and these guys are here. They came here to make it so that nobody would get in a fight, so that it would remain peaceful. And yet, Antifa came. Antifa came. They assaulted people. They bear mason people. And they attacked people. And now Antifa is running away. Fireworks are in the streets. Antifa's still running away. And they're chasing them down.
Hey! Somebody get our guys back in here! We totally abandoned the flag and the sound system!
Gotta put my gas mask on. I'm zooming in on my other camera. I'll zoom in on this too, so you guys can see it. We got people coming back.
Get those guys back here to protect the flag and the sound system!
Hey, have some of these guys come back.
Come on, man!
Sorry guys, I'll zoom out again so it's not so apparent when I'm trying to put my mask on. No. So they're fighting with the street preacher now. I guess we got more incoming coming the other way. I'm gonna go back. There's Quincy's up there. Villain is up there. We got more bear mace going on. Got another firework up there. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the spot now. Gas mask going on.
All you want to do is walk. Just go.
See, they're telling them what you gotta do is get out of here.
Go, fool. Hey, keep walking.
Always safe, guys, always safe.
Get over here, Mr. Bill. Get over here where it's safe, Mr. Bill. Come on.
We got Proud Boys coming up this side, so there's nobody coming up the other way.
Better go home to mommy's basement.
All right, we got more people coming back. As you guys can also see, there's no cops. No cops anywhere. Why are you here? Why are you here?
This is already it. Go home. This is already it. You can't hear right in the mouth like a pig.
Got more fireworks over there, guys.
Right in the mouth like a pig. Watch out, hey, Zach. Yeah. Yeah, get some. Let's go!
We got this group coming back. The guys that chased Antifa off down there coming back.
I didn't see you swinging!
Sorry, I was putting my gas mask on, that's why it got a little shaky, but now it's on, so it's not so shaky anymore. Here's the van that came in. He immediately pepper sprayed the crowd that was out here.
Dude, I haven't dealt with shit like that. Yes. Fuck, this is better than being a paramedic on the street.
Even when the shit was going down, guys. Even when the stuff was going down, sorry for my language. They're still telling Antifa, all you had to do is not show up. That's all you had to do, not show up. And nobody would have got hurt.
She's trying to find her phone.
See? There's Antifa right there. Watch the, do you guys see all that violence? There was no violence. They're telling her she needed to go back the other way. They found out that she needed her phone. They let her go get her phone. Nobody's touching her. That's how it works. Who's the violent people today? Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me.
They got the flag?
Alright, coming back down. I'm gonna pop my mask off here. Whew. Tell you what, it makes your face sweaty. Yeah, that's exactly it. They come to us. The whole point of this whole thing right here today was we are not going to them. We are not the ones picking the fight. We are proving our point, and we proved it well. Who are the instigators? Who are the bullies? Who are the fascists? Who are the people that are sitting there trying to start trouble? Who are the people who are the actual fascists? Can you unlock it? All right, we got a bunch of Patriots over there. They're taking the flag down. Got a bunch of Patriots on the other side over there, getting their stuff. Ugh. Whew. All right. All right, plugging in here. All right, Antifa ran off. I'm gonna go back up there now. Antifa ran off. Yeah. What'd he say? All right, putting the mask back on.
Hey, do you have a portable charger?
Yep. Yeah, we're all in communication.
I hate this shit, Rob.
I know. But at least the optics are... They came to us. They came here.
They're throwing bombs at people next to gas pumps.
Yep. Was the van a suicide bomber? Pretty much. That's pretty much exactly what that van was.
They came up and blocked that entrance.
Yep. They tried to anyway. Exactly.
Huh?
That's right.
You come away from downtown to try to stay and stop this stuff. Look what happens.
Yep.
Where's from the Eugene chapter? That's the shield wall. Hey, Eugene chapter, if you got the shield wall, right here, please. Let's go.
Hey, if you're not using it.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
All right. Let's go up here and see what's going on.
Ready?
And just for my wife's well-being, there I am.
Hey, who got water?
There it is.
Fucking back for this walking and running shit. Bring it here. Go.
You okay? Nope. Looks like the speed freezer's got jacked up pretty bad. Speed freezer got lit up really bad. Looks like this fella got lit up really bad.
gave me the same. Watch this, gonna be a big mistake. All
Draw them in.
We need to get them in our circle.
They think we're racist because we like the American flag. We want everybody to be treated equal. That's the reason why all of our ancestors came here. Boys, they're headed this way. Hey!
All right. There's a group coming in.
Fuck yeah, they're a bunch of white people. Just a bunch of pissed off white people can't get that.
LA. Fuck all those white people. Bunch of white Nice, nice.
If you're wearing the colors, bring them. Get in the parking lot. Bring them.
Hey, you guys can see who the aggressors are.
Shield up front.
Right there. Who the aggressors are.
What's up, man?
Keep up with your shields. Looks like they're going back. They're lighting them up with paintballs. I'm zoomed in on my other camera, guys, so you guys will be able to see what's happening on the re-upload. Here it is for the whole world to see who the aggressors are. The whole world can see who the aggressors are right here. These people put this rally in a different location as far away from downtown as they could get. And here they are.
Guys, throw them into the hot box. Bring them down. Bring them down. Let us come in. Throw them into the box. Come on, boy.
Listening, they're all running at them.
Let them come to us. It's a kill box. Come on. Hey! We can get them. Yeah. Through that fucking access point right back there. Throw them in, guys. Be smart. Boom.
So we got people moving forward on them.
The press is all on the fucking road, and they're gonna fuck it up.
How many you think there are?
There's probably maybe 30 Antifa.
Fuck! Somebody call that Puka?
Are we going? We're going. We're fucking going.
Just right there.
We have a Proud Boy shield wall up there. Lots of tear gas, or bear spray. Got a carton of eggs. Lots of stuff being thrown. Looks like Antifa is currently being pushed back. Looks like Tiny got pretty blasted. Antifa's still walking away.
Back of my truck.
I got quite spicy.
Huh? Towel or something. Yo, I need a towel or something. Hey, get over here. Here's my vest, bro. Right here, I got it.
Tiny, I got Sudafed. Here.
Hey, brother, just to let you know, Dan Too's made that call.
Tiny.
I wasn't going to let him walk alone. He's still in the front there. Hey, back the guys right there.
Here you go.
Where's Garrett at? Where's G?
He was over on the other front.
Here you go.
By the stage.
Salem.
Right there.
I ain't chasing. All right. You don't punch me from the back.
They're fucking battling.
People are nitpicking my gear? Are you kidding? They are... What'd you say? Hey! There's Antifa coming in the other side! How many? Copy. So Antifa is now being chased down the street. You guys okay? I'm missing everything. I'll catch up. There's still a large group of Proud Boys that are down at the flag. So we got Antifa trying to get in a car. They're not allowing that.
I need to go back to parking lot as soon as we're outside. Run!
Run!
You literally have about 20 Antifa right now walking away from 6 Proud Boys. 6 Proud Boys are pushing away about 20 Antifa.
Antifa. He's not Antifa. He's not. He's not Antifa. He's not Antifa. That's that group stuff.
Yeah, I got one.
All good.
I got one.
He's sitting there calling us a pussy.
Hey, have a right behind
What's
his
he not
back.
calling us a
Have a
pussy?
quick- have a butcher
You
one.
are a pussy, bro. I got it. Nobody's gonna take care of your son. Hey. Give us a man. I ain't even with this shit, bro. Thank you. Sorry, brother.
Don't rub it.
Tell him to rub it. Don't rub it. Don't rub it.
Don't rub it. If you rub it, it burns more.
Tell that nigga I want my ones right now.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you.
Use the one to wipe it all off his forehead and his eyes.
Gotcha.
And then use the
You
other
guys
one
are
to
good.
get the cheeks and his
Take care of
fingers.
him.
All I saw is he was saying pussy. I didn't know who the fuck it was. I'm sorry.
So the guy who pepper sprayed that dude right there when he gave the silicone white skin, he's apologizing. Wes Weldon, you can go.
Let's go. Get back.
Keepers up there. Sorry, I'm more than just riot porn. I help people out if they need it. Sorry I wasn't on the front lines, but that just makes me a human being.
Come back.
Just showing you guys though. 6 Proud Boys.
Go. Hey guys, bring it in, bring it in. I said fuck around, you said find out. Fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out. Fuck Antifa. Fuck Antifa. Fuck Antifa. Fuck Antifa.
Fucking M80 went off right on my
Fuck
side.
Antifa. Fuck Antifa. Woo-hoo. Proud of your boy. Fuck yeah. It's what it's like when boys roll down. Hey, what's up? Fucking get him. Fucking here for seconds. Leave on us with the hey, he's on our side. He's on our side. Stop. Stop. Stop.
How about I'm wearing the gas mask?
Water. Who's got water? Who's got water? Get water right here.
So we still got some people over there, but Antifa is not walking back
Fuck
in.
Antifa. Fuck Antifa. Fuck Antifa.
All right, so check out the parking lot. Looks like the parking lot's okay. Yep, somebody put the bus over by. Yeah, Antifa's still not advancing.
They came to the wrong fucking ball. That wasn't even all of our guys.
Goggles sometimes work. The respirator's nice. Yep, 1 minute you're watching a rally and then this. Antifa came, drove a van into the parking lot.
Hot boy! Hot
No, I don't think there's any more speakers. You okay?
How's the post office sneak up on you like that? God damn it, I'm gonna have a good time telling him to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they are. They're all over.
I know, I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
Oh my God, that was crazy. I can't believe they attacked that press. Ours?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's how badly they got it.
Well, they stopped the store. They didn't spray in the store. They sprayed on the outside. So we did it, and he immediately grabbed him. I was like, damn, it's Mikey.
I think one of them.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Jake ain't shit. I was downtown with 300 fucking.
Oh yeah, we went down there too, and there was like 300 of them. Yeah, but then we were in a car, so we just pulled. There was a.
How come the only guy go to find me?
There was a. I got a notification on a phone call that it moved over here. But apparently there was a flyer that went around this morning.
We got some counter protesters here.
Right now, I know how to do my fans team too.
We got to get
Watch your mic. Watch your mic.
I gotta find my guys.
I can't believe Metro just got it.
Huh? How bad is it over there? Do they all leave?
There's a lot of reports coming in today. People's like regathering and there's not
I'm sorry, I had to do some time, you know.
We gotta get back in there and be ready.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just Airbnb.
Yes, you see there's still quite a few people down there. Yeah, I'll show you guys the van.
Excuse me. Trying to see if there's anything else there. They left all kinds of shit. No, if they left the registration and a prepaid phone card, it's going to have the recognized.
It's probably stolen. Someone's going to be like,
probably
what the
is.
fuck happened to my ride?
Yeah, it probably is. Some painter or some shit.
All right.
Good fucking job, everybody! Good fucking job, everybody! Proud of your motherfucking boys!
I really don't think that, yeah, that's 100% Antifa van. They pulled into the driveway here, sort of bear macing the crowd of Proud Boys that were standing here and the security that was standing here. And, well, the van didn't make it. It used to be a respirator down there.
That's it, you're coming back! You know what, guys? gas mask is somewhere here covered with spray paint. Somebody clean that up.
The driver, walking in. Just want to put this out there real quick for everybody to understand. This group of people, they left. They did not even go to downtown Portland. There was no desire for a confrontation whatsoever. They literally went as far as they could away from downtown Portland while still within the city limits of Portland, with the sole purpose of not having a fight. Antifa came here. You guys heard the speeches. You guys heard the words that were said. I even spoke. For the first time in my life, I spoke. Everybody said the exact same thing. Everybody talked about freedom. They talked about liberty. They talked about people being inclusive. Oh, there we go. Wow, air. Huh?
Can you breathe?
Yo, you bet.
Okay.
Yeah, sweaty in here too. Yeah, BCP's okay. Yeah, get on my Telegram, right, and send me a message on there. Okay, because I'm surrounded. Oh, for sure.
For sure, and yeah. And no, we were watching this, and it's like, oh shit, we gotta get down there, and yeah. So we made it. We came at the end when shit started.
Oh, I know. That's okay. You guys can hear. She's not saying anything that can't be. I mean, you know, it's all right.
That's my shield right there. That's a bossy motherfucker right here. Here. You know exactly what you do.
But yeah, send me a message. We'll talk. All right. Whew. Here we go. Now I can breathe. You guys can hear me a little bit better. Just me, I agree.
Yes, that's what they're rolling. And so, we are not going to wait for them to get close. They can still throw at us.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening.
To all the cops out there, like I said, to all of them immediately, I'm going to say to you now. If you stand down because of the order from a pirate, from an I'll tell you this, you're a disgrace to the badge. Leave that uniform, throw that badge down, get the hell out of the force. You're a waste of time. We need cops to stand the fuck up. Honor your oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. Stop being a sheep. Get your ass out here. You got people out here. And if you're not going to do your job, we will. We're going to come out here and we're going to raise hell until America is going to be restored back to its rightful. That is freedom.
Give that. Matthew, you okay? All right.
I think we should stay. You know, we should stay and fight. Or
all right,
you guys
everybody.
leaving or what?
I think everybody's leaving.
Somebody's gonna stay with the Alamo.
Head out. We got 300 to 500 coming.
Hey, how did you do in downtown? Did they mess with you down there?
We need to go.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, we got hit.
Typical day downtown?
We didn't get the bear mask.
No, that was bear mask, brother.
Downtown.
Oh, downtown?
Downtown, I was Luis Marquez. Junior.
You guys all right? You guys can see? It's going to be a little bit before everybody's out of here, but...
What do they do at the Alamo?
Back up. We gotta get that set up.
One thing that you cannot say about Matthew is that he is not a coward by any stretch of the imagination. The man has walked in to so much. We got a van coming through. U-Haul van.
There's Robert.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put you in my pocket for a minute here. I gotta load up. We're loading up. We're getting out, and then we'll go live here as we're driving out. So don't worry. I'm not leaving. I'm not turning it off. I'm just putting you in my pocket.
You don't know where he's at?
I just sent him a message. All right, guys, I'm holding it right now.
Hey, am I wrong with the Proud Boys taking off?
Yeah, everybody's bouncing.
Hey, we got lunch for the lunch.
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second, guys. Yeah.
I don't know, but there's a bunch more coming.
What? I didn't hear you.
Vancouver.
To Guy's house or
That's your choice.
to the park? Are you sure Proud Boys are going to?
Some of them are, not everybody.
Oh my God, I got pepper spray.
fuck is your boy?
I don't know. Send him a message. You better be running.
Where everyone's going to Extra Square?
I don't know if that's where everybody's going. Anyway, just keep going. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find our other guy. Here, I'll go walk and see if I can find him. Hey, you want to drive around and see if you can find the guy that rode in with us? Free Press Media. It's on his mask. It's a gray mask. It says Free Press Media on it. Never mind. You got my message.
No, I just saw it. Are you getting in your car?
All right, guys.
Yeah, you better go.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Still caught.
All right, so I'm still live here, just so you guys know.
Where are we going? I don't want to wait till everyone...
Yeah, right now there's no immediate threat. Hold on, I'm going to mute it again real quick. All right, guys, so here, I'll turn it so you guys can see me here. All right, so this is what's up. We came to, here, I'll film this really quick.
Guys, there's multiple vans loaded coming. You gonna tell them?
No, they know. They should.
That's tiny right there.
It is. Hey!
What does FAFO mean?
Fuck around, find out.
Okay.
Yep. All right, guys, so I'll turn it back over here on me. So this is what happened. For those of you just now tuning in, this is exactly what happened. As you guys can see all around here, we had a stage, we had a flag. No, yeah, okay, you can do that. Go down, and then you can hit Airport Way. These guys are hanging out. They're making their last stand. I don't actually see, there's a couple Antifa on the other side of the road, but not very many. So, put my seatbelt on. My wifey likes it when I'm safe. So, roll up the window. All right. Yes, Antifa does have rifles. We saw that earlier. So, what happened is that the group of Patriots, Proud Boys, a couple other people were out there, and they held a rally at the furthest distance you could get out of the city of downtown Portland, still within the city limits, in an effort to keep the peace. They did it with the sole purpose of making it so there was no altercation, that there was no fighting, that there was no nothing. It was a great rally. It was fantastic. I hope you guys like rewind it and watch it. We're leaving because we're not here to start a fight. Nobody here is here to start a fight. That's not the purpose. The purpose of this was to have a rally, talk about some freedom, hang out with some people that we haven't seen in a couple years, and do that. So this whole event, contrary to stupid people's belief, is not to pick a fight with anybody. That's it. That's the truth. That is a fact. The the media said that there's a bunch of racists and white supremacists that were coming down here and wanted to pick a fight. Antifa, of course, all of their garbage. They did stand up and fight. They did. They stood up. Antifa came. They tried to disrupt it. Antifa drove a van into the people that were doing security on the driveway, and they just drove right into them, and they started macing it. That's what happened. That is what happened. He buckled. But anyway, yes, they came for us. That's exactly right. And yet we came in, we held our rally. They defended themselves. In no way, shape, or form were the Patriots at all the aggressor whatsoever. Antifa came looking for a fight. Antifa went, the Proud Boys and the other Patriots that were here, they pushed Antifa back literally 3 blocks down the road and off to the side. Antifa was being pushed by like 6 guys. It was pretty funny, actually, for a minute there. No, we got everybody's in their vehicles. Everybody's on their way out. There are people making sure that people are out. We're just trying to get to the Plan B location quicker than, say, the other people. We have a lot of people there. We have people still doing security. We have people watching out. We still have people making sure they're having a good exit. This was planned. Like, we planned for all these things. We had contingency plans. We had Plan B, Plan C, and Plan D. That's what we did, because people decided that it was, for the first time in a long time, it was a good idea to be a little smarter. And guess what? You can't paint the Proud Boys or the Patriots as the aggressors, as the bad guys, any of that garbage. You can't. You just can't do it. He has shocks. It's just they're tight. They're brand new, very tight suspension. So
they threw a mortar in the Chevron.
Yes, Antifa threw a mortar in the gas station right by the pumps. Like, it's ridiculous. There's no way that people can sit there and try to twist this out that the right were the bad guys. Yes, of course. My wife Tia was not thrilled about today whatsoever, but I'm glad that the extraction driver is making her feel better about it.
What? Is he on the freeway?
Hold on, I gotta mute it real quick. So one of the guys, just got a report that some of the people that are leaving, they're getting stuff thrown at their vehicles. I'm gonna live stream the whole way. Like, where we're going isn't a secret. As a matter of fact, Antifa was trying to make bets as to where we were gonna go today. For a long time, they thought it was all like a psych out. They thought that we were gonna like meet up somewhere and march in. But again, doesn't matter how many times you repeat yourself and tell them how just stupid they are. The fact of the matter is that we haven't lied about what we want to do, what we are doing, what we stand for, or any of that. And all we do is prove it over and over and over again. That's it. That's what we do. We prove it. We prove that what we stand for is freedom. We prove that what we stand for is truth. We prove that what we stand for is equality. Can you reach over there and grab my white cord?
Your what?
My white cord? Thanks, sir. But my battery's dying. The only people that can press charges on anybody is the Patriot side. That's it. It's the only people that can press any charges on anybody is the Patriot side. The Patriot side was assaulted. The Patriot side was attacked. The Patriot side, oh man, this guy. But yeah, that's what happened. We were attacked. And we defended ourselves, just like you're supposed to do. In the United States, for those of you who don't understand, we have the right to defend yourself. We have that right. And that is it. And when you are attacked, you have the ability to defend yourself. And that is what they did. All right, so while we're chilling, he's uncovering his license plates, so we don't get pulled over. So does anybody have any questions? Yeah, the van fell over. That was too bad. I feel bad for the van. The Antifa van that attacked the people. It fell over. It's a shame. Why isn't Antifa labeled a terrorist organization? Domestic terrorist? It's a good question. It's a good question. When you'd figure if you have a group of people attacking others for political gain, that's exactly what that is. They are attacking for political gain, and it's worked, right? I mean, their riots. Look what they got. Look what they've gotten from their riots. They have the police in Oregon and Washington are completely neutered. The cops can't do anything. They have instituted extremely racist laws. Let's see. Is the rally over? Or are you guys just moving? We're moving. We are moving.
So hopefully most of them will come.
Oh, the plan is everybody's coming. Hopefully the most of them do. We're moving locations. I mean, the day's not over. It's supposed to be a hangout day. It's supposed to be a day where people are networking and getting to, just seeing people that we haven't seen, stuff like that, for a long time. Like there's a guy here that flew in from Boston. If it wasn't for him, I would never have met my wife. Like, I owe the love of my life, meeting her to that guy. So like, it's amazing that I was able to see him. No, it's awesome. Keep recording so there's proof and always document. Exactly. That's why, I might, I'll be adopted and gave some guys some Sudocon wipes so they could see. And I might not have been at the very, very front, and all that stuff today like I usually am, but that's the reason. Stopped to help some people out who were defending people. So I'm all right with it. My other camera that I had rolling, I got a lot of footage on that you guys didn't see on this live stream, which I'll be posting over on Rockfin. So you guys will be able to see that later. And if you guys haven't joined me on Rockfin yet, you should do it now because that's where all of the great footage that I got from today is going to go. So yeah, make you check that out. What made us owners of a Kmart parking lot? Nothing, Cupcake. You got something else stupid to say? Gosh, you're dumb. Ugh, stupid people. They irritate me. She is a wonderful woman, and I totally married up. Like, if you want to see like what she looks like, you'll just have to wait till next time. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can look at some of my other videos. You bet. Let's see. Defensively chase them down. That's what they did. They defensively chased them down. Yeah, I got a couple words that people don't like me calling them. It saddens me. Yeah, thank you definitely to the mods who've been on here today. I haven't been able to look at a lot of the chat, especially when stuff started going down. I was looking all over the place. I was not looking at the screen whatsoever. So I want to thank my mods and my beautiful wife who is sitting here also moderating. I know that she doesn't take anybody's crap, so it's fine. Okay. So I know that probably some people got banned permanently. So yeah, that's how it is. But I definitely appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys looking out for me means a lot. I don't want to get deleted again, ever. But let's see. If you'll hold anything Tuesday, Thursday, post it like 6 times so you don't miss it. Definitely join me on Telegram, guys. I know Antifa joins me on there too. I don't really care. Maybe they'll learn something about freedom. You know, that's all I talk about all the time is freedom. And evangelizing freedom. That's what I do. Call me the common sense evangelizer. But yeah, you guys join me on Telegram. I post all of the events that I go to and even some that I don't go to on there. So you guys can always stay up to date doing that. The link is in the description of the video. We're almost to the second location, so eventually you guys won't have to see my face anymore or listen to my voice anymore repeatedly. Oh, also, I did put a post out earlier today that we should no longer be calling Antifa, the group formerly known as Antifa, because they're nothing more than a they're commie wannabe ninjas. That's what they are. They're commie wannabe ninjas. Like, that's what we should refer to them from now on. A bunch of commie wannabe ninjas came and they attacked patriots today who were simply trying to have a rally talking about freedom. And that's it. Jeff Mack. I don't know who. Wait, Jeff Mack. I think I know that name. Hello, Jeff Mack. Yes, authoritarian mob, you bet. Oh yeah, my first ever speech that I've ever given, I gave today. And I will be posting that also later on, its own thing. It's my first time ever speaking in public. I was pretty happy with it. I only stumbled on my words a couple times and I only cried a little bit and peed a little bit. But other than that, I was fine. I thought I did pretty good. What's up, Jeff Mack? I remember now. We got a tweet right now. Fighting on the streets of Portland along with clouds of spray. Oops, it's gone. Can't do anymore. But here, I'll give you guys a little view. Oops, wow, that was weird. Welcome to downtown Vancouver, Washington, everybody. Look at that. Was it a Pride Boy rally? No. Nope. As a matter of fact, the Proud Boys had nothing to do with the organization of this event whatsoever. That looks like a fence.
Around?
Yeah.
Nah.
It looks like a fence.
Well, I know that the market's going on, right?
Yeah, but not there. That's different.
Unless they fenced off the fountain, maybe?
I don't know.
Oh no, they moved. There's a bunch of shit going on.
Oh, well, that's Plan B just went to hell.
What the hell is it? Oh, beer fest.
Oh, it's a beer fest.
They would love it.
They would love it. We should go park somewhere. Look at that. There's a beer fest going on.
They have to come.
All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put my phone back in my pocket while we go park somewhere because y'all can't see that. So I'll be back. Oh, I'm going to mute it too. Yeah. Hi. And All right, guys, we are in Esther Shore Park here in Vancouver, where there is a craft beer and wine fest going on. This was plan B for everybody to come down here to Esther Shore. And it's a nice area here for people to go and, you know, hang out and stuff. But we'll see what everybody else thinks when they show up here. But it's pretty cool. They're setting up. They're just now setting up. I think there's a couple people already in. Oh, I'm definitely not breaking my keto diet. My keto diet's working out well. I've kind of stalled out a little bit, but it's all right. I'm not gaining weight, so I'm good with it. And here you are in beautiful, not so, downtown Vancouver. Hey, I lost 50 pounds in like a month and a half on keto. It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty stoked about it. Like I said, I've kind of like stalled out a little bit, but yeah. So what I think I'm gonna do, because I really have to pee, is I'm going to end this live stream, and I'll live stream again after we figure out where everybody's going and what the next plan is. I will come back, so make sure you hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. That way you guys will be aware of what is going on. Thank you guys for watching. Here, I'm gonna turn it back here. Thank you guys for watching. It really means a lot. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys, everybody who donated. Like my wifey said, this isn't free, this isn't cheap. It is, oh, who cares about your weight? Oh man, I feel better. Like, I just feel better in general. I feel great. Feels good. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. The footage will come out tonight on Rockfin. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you follow me over there. The app is great. It is great. Also, if you're a prepper, notice I'm waiting till the end of the video to talk about any of this. If you're a prepper, if you like prepping and filling up your stock in your stores, there is a website called preparewithcommonsense.com. Preparewithcommonsense.com. You get a 25% discount off of Patriot Supply items if you go to preparewithcommonsense.com. That is hopefully one of the ways that I will be able to start making a living again. And I will, yeah, enjoy me on Rockfin, because those two ways right there is how I'm going to be able to keep doing this and make a living. But, oh, I didn't miss out on that much. But anyway, I will see you guys again here very, very soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit.